In the cruiserweight division, Julio Perez versus Esteban Rodriguez. The numbers presented by Amnesia Vodka.
And you can see here, Sean, these guys very big for this weight class, 6'4" to 6'3". 1 inch reach advantage for Perez. That's not that much. These two guys massive for this weight class.
3 wins in BKFC for Esteban Rodriguez. His most recent victory occurred December of 2023 when he defeated Keegan Vandermeer by second-round KO.
And you can see why he's been successful. Just the overwhelming pressure, this guy. He makes you fight his style. It sounds easy. Oh, this guy's all over the place. He's going to be easy to hit. Well, first of all, he's got a great chin. And second of all, he wears you down. Just continue to throw punches the entire time. Punches and bunches. Wears you down. Doesn't matter what you do. He's going to be in your face the entire time. It is so hard to deal with a guy who can apply pressure the way he does. When he's able to do so, it's been fantastic.
Esteban Rodriguez now set for fight number 5 in BKFC. He's also had 5 pro MMA bouts. Rodriguez, one of the most dynamic people in all of bare knuckle fighting championship, in and out of the ring. Told us in our fighter meeting he feels he has really improved his footwork from his previous 4 BKFC bouts. Rodriguez said, I now have a much more balanced stance. I want to use that to keep throwing punches, hard punches, from multiple angles.
Well, Sean, this guy had some medical problems. So impressed he's been able to come back, rechange his diet, change his life. He has really rehabbed himself, and he's in phenomenal shape at this point. Wants to come out, throw a lot of straight punches immediately. Wants to get inside, get in that pocket, utilize that clinch, framing, striking, do everything he can from the inside.
Rodriguez said, I know I have power, but now I'm really opening up my hips, better technique to add even more punching power.
For his entries, uses the head movement, angles, pressure. I like what he said. He wants to do some controlled chaos when he gets out and fights.
Julio Perez is 3-0 in BKFC. His most recent victory occurred March of this year when he defeated Lewis Glover by second-round TKO.
And his opponent likes to get inside, make an inside fight. Not this fighter. Keeping you right at the end of his punches, has complete belief. If he lands punches, he's putting you down. And it's right at the end of punches. That's where he wants to be. You try and clinch him. No, I'm keeping you away. I'm throwing hard punches. When I land these punches, I don't care who you are going down. He believes that. He's going to come out tonight to prove it. He says he wants to put this guy down early.
You just saw the flag of Uruguay and our sold-out crowd here in Hollywood, Florida. And here comes the fighter from Cuba, now based in South Florida, Julio Perez. Perez 3-0 in BKFC. He was 28-1 in his native Cuba in amateur boxing. Perez told us, I'm going to immediately open up to record a quick finish, but I will do so with power from the distance.
Definitely wants to stay long. He feels like he's not going to get into that range that his opponent can do much. He has to utilize power the entire time. He says he's throwing power with everything, including the jab.
Perez also told us, I know that my opponent in this cruiserweight fight, Esteban Rodriguez, is going to rush forward. I have to land when he does. I have huge confidence in my punching power. I believe that will slow down his relentless forward attacks.
Well, he feels like his opponent doesn't have much power. That gives him a lot of confidence. He can deal with anything. He had my favorite quote of the week. He said, Chris, I'm going to knock that mohawk off his head.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the cruiserweight division, presented to you by Amnesia Vodka. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears white and black. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, an even 203 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 3 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, by way of Hesperia, Michigan, here is Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 204.2 pounds. He holds an undefeated BKFC record at 3-0. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Cienfuegos, Cuba. Here is Julio El Caballo Cubano Perez. And our referee in charge of the action, Sam Burgos.
Esteban Rodriguez told us, I believe that Julio Perez has never been tested in his 3 previous BKFC fights, all wins. I will test him. I will test him on the inside. Round number 1, rapid fire start off from scratch.
And Rodriguez, he showed power he has not shown before at all. That was amazing. Combination, he landed a couple shots as his opponent was going down. You just knew he wasn't getting up. That was amazing. So quick.
It was Julio Perez who told us I will open up immediately to record the quick finish, but the quick finish belongs to Esteban Rodriguez, who Chris literally sprinted forward off of scratch.
And Rodriguez, I've loved this guy's energy from the first time he's fought for us. I've loved everything he's been doing. He's been off, he's been waiting, he's been calling me talks, constantly wanting to get back in, and he came out and he put on a show. This is exactly what you see from him. Look at that, he hit him, he hurt him, he hit him again. That was unbelievable performance. Right hand, put him down. As he's going down, left hand, followed by another right. Nasty combination. Good accuracy, good speed.
It's that right hand right there,
That
Chris.
did the damage. That put him down, but then he's going down, another left hand, another right, and all that before his knee hit. What a performance for Rodriguez.
Again, to put that win in perspective, Julio Rodriguez entered at 3-0 in BKFC. And Esteban Rodriguez now 4-1 in BKFC. And he has really made a big mark on the cruiserweight division with that victory.
I mean, he was ranked at one point, like we talked about earlier, had some medical problems. He got rid of all that. He fixed his body, he says. And looking at him fight, you have to believe it. But man, he's been working on his technique for the past year. He's gotten so much better, he claimed. But Sean, you know, the proof is in the pudding. That's proof right there. And as far as his opponent, hey, you know what they say, there's always barber college.
Clear disappointment for the previously undefeated Julio Perez and absolute elation for Esteban Rodriguez. That is the win of his life.
And did it with an exclamation point. That was a superb next level performance.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Sam Burgos, steps in and calls a stop to this fight for the second fastest knockout in combat sports history at 3 seconds. Round number 1 for your winner by KO, Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez.
Esteban, the Mohawk is in full effect. What does it feel like to make history tonight here at Hard Rock? The second fastest in combat sport history. You came out like a man on fire.
Woo! Dreams do come true, baby. Dreams do come true. I told you guys before, I am the beacon of hope. I come from nothing and look at us now. On a stage with beautiful people, millions. Florida, I love you. The world, I'm coming. Let's go.
Let's talk about this. You made a statement here tonight. You're coming off of a win. You just got a 3-second knockout. The cruiserweight division has got to be looking at Esteban Rodriguez. We're talking, you got to have another big fight coming up here and then maybe a championship. I don't know. That was impressive.
Listen. Chris Camozzi, you know what time it is. I told you before, player pimp, I'm coming, and ain't nothing you can do to stop it.
That's how you send a message. One time for the Mohawk, Esteban Rodriguez.
Sean, he kept telling me during our interview, you're not going to believe what you see. I didn't think it was going to be that. That was a next level performance, and I cannot wait to see this guy fight again.
Esteban Rodriguez now level second overall with Yuli Diaz in the fastest knockouts in BKFC history. Justin Watson still top of the table at 2 seconds, but that was 3 seconds of pure punching power to the win. Victorious by way of round 1 KO, Esteban Rodriguez defeats Julio Perez.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, November 1st, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more mind-blowing action. In the co-main event, will the Rivera era continue as the undefeated Nathan the Reaper Rivera throws down with the 4-1 Tommy the Farmer Strydom? In the main event, the intense fan favorite Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez finally steps into the spotlight to face the undefeated man who never takes a step back, Zach Cavender. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
In the cruiserweight division, Zach Cavender versus ERICK Lozano. The numbers presented by OnlyFans.
Huge differences here, Sean. Cavender enjoying not only a 6-inch height advantage, but a 10-inch reach advantage. That's huge. He knows Lozano has great power in those punches. You got to make him pay for trying to get close.
Fight fans of Salt Lake City, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the cruiserweight division. Presented to you by OnlyFans. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black trimmed in the proud colors of the United States of America and Mexico. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 204 1/2 pounds. He steps into the squared circle ready to toe the line for bare knuckle fight number 6. Fighting out of Ed Couch, Elsa, Texas. Here is ERICK El Travieso Lozano. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. His official weight, 204 pounds even. He holds a BKFC record standing at 1-0. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Here is Zach Cavender. And our referee in charge of the action, Tyler Tomlinson.
ERICK Lozano told us, I know Zach Cavender has punching power, but I feel that Cavender will be overly patient and even hesitant as he tries to land his power punches.
Zach, toe the line.
That's when I will explode in and land, Lozano told us.
Knuckle up.
Fighters up to scratch, round number 1. Black and silver trunks for ERICK Lozano, black trunks for Zach Cavender. Cavender 6'5" to Lozano's 5'11".
Cavender just looks huge, so long.
Cavender immediately to the front foot. Lozano on the back foot to do that explode forward. Switch of stances from ortho now to southpaw on the reset for Zach Cavender. Cavender, low jab, almost an up jab. Staying on the outside, ERICK Lozano. Cavender not turning over the left, now a left to the body. That was clever. Feints on the explosion in ERICK Lozano. Expect on the punching power flowing in both directions. A relatively measured start here in this cruiserweight fight. There's no left hand from Cavender.
And you can see Lozano definitely having trouble trying to get into punching. Oh!
Big shot, and that drops ERICK Lozano.
Oh, he's hurt badly.
3.
Mouthpiece out.
Whoa.
This fight is over. Game, set, match, Zach Cavender.
That is impressive. We have seen so many times Lozano take a lot of powerful shots, and it doesn't affect him. This one, wow, that was impressive.
He is most definitely a fighter to watch in BKFC's cruiserweight division. Zach Cavender now 2-0 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship with emphasis. More crafted replay presented by Forge Stout.
Backing up. He was backing up left me through a counter left hand. That's even more impressive. You see how the jaw, the chin turn of Lozano, just a counter while you're backing up, and that wasn't even just a little backup, he was backing up heavily.
Okay.
In our fighter meeting, Zach Cavender told us, I will utilize my athleticism and movement. Indeed, he did, Chris.
John, his first fight he had with us, he was very impressive, but you never know, that could be a one-off. His opponent might have not been that great. Lozano is an extremely tough opponent. That makes that even more impressive. Cavender, I mean, this guy could be a huge factor in this division. He's 2-0 with 2 quick knockouts. That one against a very impressive opponent, Sean. The sky's the limit for this guy.
Front foot knockouts are always impressive. Back foot knockouts are exceedingly rare and so impressive indeed when they land. That was gorgeous in victory for Zach Cavender against the ultra tough and talented Eric Lozano. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Tyler Tomlinson, steps in calling a stop to the fight at 1 minute, 3 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO, Zach Cavender.
All right. Come on over here, Zach. Let's talk a little bit about this knockout right there. You took on a guy that has a crazy hard chin. He is a serious fighter, and you're backing up, and you hit him with the left and knock him out. Talk about that punch. Talk about your power, my friend.
I mean, it's definitely something we worked on. Come forward, apply pressure, get them desperate, and they start coming in, move backwards, and throw some nasty punches, catch them on the chin. It worked just like that. It doesn't matter what stance I'm in, doesn't matter what hand it is. I have knockout power no matter where I am at any time.
Well, 2-0, 2 quick finishes. What does this say in this division? What do you got in store for this division going forward here in BKFC?
Every single 205er you're on notice, I'm coming to knock you out, and I'm coming for that belt.
Just like that. Big win tonight. Get it up, Salt Lake, for Zach Cavender.
Sean, I could not be more impressed with Cavender. Like I said, I loved him the first time I saw him, but man, now this guy's really impressed me. Now I'm excited to see what he does in the future.
2 fights in BKFC for 6'5" cruiserweight Zach Cavender, both resulting in first-round finish victories for Zach Cavender. Eric Lozano brought the pressure, the dexterity, the athleticism, the timing, and the power. The short left hand to the finish. The winner by way of first-round knockout, Zach Cavender defeats Eric Lozano.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, November 1st, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more mind-blowing action. In the co-main event, will the Rivera era continue as the undefeated Nathan the Reaper Rivera throws down with the 4-1 Tommy the Farmer Strydom? In the main event, the intense fan favorite Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez finally steps into the spotlight to face the undefeated man who never takes a step back, Zach Cavender. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
In the featherweight division, Nathan Rivera versus Alex Castro. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Some big differences here. Sean Rivera with not only a 5-inch height advantage, but is that significant 8.5-inch reach advantage. He can stay inside, stay outside, whatever he needs, but he does not want to stand in and trade inside with Castro.
We are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. His official weight, 145.8 pounds. Tonight, he toes the line, ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of Agat, Guam. Here is Alex O.G. Castro. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears black. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 144.8 pounds. He is undefeated in the BKFC squared circle at 3-0. Fighting out of Smyrna, Georgia. Here is the leader of the Rivera era, Nathan the Reaper Rivera. And our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
Alex Castro told us, continual jabs to the body. I will keep cutting angles. I will keep disrupting the rhythm of Nathan Rivera by switching my stance.
Easier said than done, Sean.
Round number 1. Both fighters, as you see in the black and white trunks. Blue hand wraps for Nathan Rivera, who moves to the outside. Red hand wraps for the fighter from Guam, Alex Castro. Castro on the right hand. Castro, big right hand to the inside. Half-tie plump snatch by Rivera. He's 5'11", the Castro's 5'5". Quick separation from Chris Young, right back to it. Castro trying to dip his head for the entry.
You can see Rivera feinting that uppercut, letting his opponent know if you come in, I'm hitting you something hard.
Big right hand, there's a hard left hand, another right hand. Fast start to this fight for Alex Castro. Now the turn is an arm drag from Rivera.
Great turn by Rivera.
They're on the left hook, overhand right just off the mark from Castro. Castro swinging big to the inside. There's the turn again, the hand trap. Rights to the body from Castro after catching the left hand of Rivera.
So this is not the fight that Rivera wants. He more favors Castro.
Snap jab from Nathan Rivera. On the feint step. Step again from Nathan Rivera, coming forward right to the body, didn't fully land.
This is the fight that Rivera wants, staying right at the end of his punches where Castro can't land.
Long 1-2 from Rivera. Not landing, but keeping Castro on the outside. Very much a range fight. Castro wants in, Rivera wants this long range. Left to the body from Castro. Good right hand. 2-1 from Nathan Rivera. Now the 1-2. 20 seconds remaining, round number 1. Lockdown pressure from Rivera.
It's those feints that he needs to keep throwing at Rivera. That will really freeze his opponent.
And left hand from Alex Castro. Another turn. Left to the body. Good refereeing from Chris Young. He was active as Castro was throwing the left hand, the right hand. Sporting touch of hands. That ends round number 1.
And that's what you have to love about this sport. These two guys coming in, going to war. Castro, a very tough opponent. I know people might think from his record he's not as good, but he's been in tough fights the entire time. His styles make matchups. He's throwing hard punches the entire time. Gets in his range. This small ring really favors him. Look at this overhand right. Oh, that was the right hand land by Rivera. Castro landed an overhand right earlier. Castro needs to continue to do what he's been doing, stay inside as much as possible. There was a brief period there where Rivera was able to stay out, stay in his range, land those 1-2s. He's got to establish that jab to keep Castro away.
Round number 2. Alex Castro, by design, taking himself backwards off from scratch to start the second round. To do that, explode forward into the clinch. Short left hands. On the turn, big left hand now. Good change in the clinch from Castro.
Good job by Castro to continue to throw in that clinch.
And the restart from Chris Young. Low blow, we fight on. Rivera did not want time to be called. Indeed, it wasn't. Another right hand counter left. Drops in the step of Nathan Rivera. They're trying to stay long, working off of the jab. Slight cut under Castro's right eye. Castro on the feint step. Long jab, there's the step in right hand. Oh, big right hand, stepping into the pocket now into the clinch comes Alex Castro.
I'm telling you, this is a difficult fight styles make matchups. Castro matches up with his opponent very well. Those overhand rights land all the time against a TYLOR opponent.
Soft warning to Castro by referee Chris Young. Punches to the back of Rivera's head. And just off the mark, Castro resetting. Fast jab, not through from Rivera. Counter right hand. Overhand right, then the left hand. Big right hand, and down goes Nathan Rivera.
Oh, they're calling this a knockdown.
Mandatory 8 given to Nathan Rivera by Chris Young. Oh, to the body with the naked 2 goes Rivera off the canvas. 20 seconds remaining, round 2.
I love that body shot.
This is fight number 4 in BKFC for Nathan Rivera. The first time that he has been knocked down, really the first time that he has dealt with adversity. Rivera coming forward. There is the bell.
You can see here's going to be the knockdown. Inside, got hit with the right hand. He's coming forward. He's saying it was more of a slip, but he did get hit. It did hit the canvas, so it wasn't a push down, so you have to agree with the referee in that situation. Now that being said, I don't think he was badly hurt. He just came forward, went to the ground due to the punch, so I think that really is going to light a fire under Rivera. Let's see how he comes out in this next round. He's going to want to get that back as soon as possible.
Still, Chris, almost guaranteed as we are under the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting from the ABC, Association of Boxing Commissions and Combative Sports. That's a 10-8 across the board from the 3 Florida judges for Alex Castro.
And Rivera has complete belief in his cardio. I can imagine he's going to step up the pace and really try and wear his opponent out.
Round number 3. See the measuring off of scratch to start the 3rd round from Rivera. There's that big right hand. Back to the inside, exactly where he wants to be. Comes Alex Castro. Castro on the left hands from the underhook. Double jab, 1-1-2 from Rivera. Rivera again finding his range, holding center circle. Rivera measuring once more from orthodox. Right to the body, double jab. Castro, Chris, really keeping the mantra all the way out or all the way into this stage in the fight.
That's exactly what he needs to do when he gets in, explode with powerful shots.
Castro acknowledging that. There's the right hand getting through from Rivera. That was slick.
This is what Rivera needs to do. Stay in his range. Don't let him get close. Keep him at what I want to.
Castro now trying to find his range. Pocket to the clinch. Rights to the body. Chest to chest in activity. Good restart from Chris Young. Castro on the left hand after the right to the body. 55 seconds remaining, round 3. Right hand from Rivera. Left hand, right hand. Castro answering back with the left hand, the right hand. Big right hand again. Good head movement from Rivera.
But all those powerful shots take their toll. As a guy who's throwing them, you get tired. So Castro not really wasting punches, but when you don't land, that's very tiring.
Circling out is Nathan Rivera on the duck under. Castro back to the outside.
Rivera,
right hand, and we're at 1 knockdown apiece.
Castro looks very hurt. He's just very tired. You can tell as this fight's been going on, just continue to slow down.
Castro telling Chris Young he wants to continue. We will continue. Right hand, the knee nearly touched. Now a big explosion forward in the left hand, right hand.
Rivera talked about slipping and making him pay. He's got to do so. He's got to, every time that big punch is thrown, come back with your own.
Fight on, 1 knockdown apiece. We move to round 4.
That was a huge round, a huge momentum shift for Nathan Rivera. You could just see how tired and how spent his opponent Castro is. And like I said, you continue to throw those bombs. You go for the knockout. When they don't land, that takes it out of you. And here's an excellent body shot by Rivera. Sean, it was the body shot that did the damage. That 2 landed afterwards, but no, you could just see, look, holding the side, holding his left side was Castro. And we've talked about it with Nathan Rivera, that long right hand, staying very long outside and come with that right to the body. He's won fights based on that, knock people out with it. Almost got another one.
See 2 cuts on the face of Alex Castro, under his right eye, outside of his left brow. Castro dropping Rivera round 2. Rivera dropping Castro round 3. Both fighters up to scratch. Round number 4. Alex Castro again by design, taking himself backwards off of scratch.
You know, Castro's trying to explode in and let another significant punch.
Long straight punches for Rivera. Now Castro, there's the explosion. Knee touching, immediately ruled a slip, correctly so by Chris Young.
And if I'm in the corner of Rivera, I'm telling him, you got to go to the body again.
There's the clever naked 2 to the body. That was the punch that set up the knockdown for Nathan Rivera in round 3. Forward again, big right hand. Chris Young saying that was an illegal punch. Soft warning still, we fight on. No big protestations from Nathan Rivera. It was not targeted by Castro to the back of Rivera's head, but that's where it landed. Rivera back to the outside. Castro looking to roll through and in. 60 seconds remaining, round number 4. Fast jab from Rivera. Overhand right. Alex Castro again trying to roll through. Time is explosion forward. Jab to the body from Rivera. Deep crouch from Castro. Long jab. Again the 1-1-2 from Rivera. To the body. Knockdown number 2.
That has been the difference in this fight. Those hard right hands to the body. Rivera does that so well. Just look at the pain on the face of Castro. He needs to go to the body again. That's Rivera.
25 seconds remaining, round number 4. Big flurry on the left hand. Now forward comes on the right hand. Alex Castro. There, the jab to the body. We might be done on that right hand. Knockdown number 3. The second here in round 4 recorded by Nathan Rivera. Shaking his head, no, we are done, and the come from behind win for Nathan Rivera.
Man, you have to love that for Rivera. We always talk about after having some adversity, things are different. He got knocked down in the second round, got up off the canvas. That's my favorite thing to see in this sport. We see it all the time, but now we've seen it by Rivera. This is gonna help him grow so much. I love everything this guy's doing. The sky's the limit. That was a huge win for him.
Every fighter, especially early in their careers, like 27-year-old Nathan Rivera, wants to win every bout in a squash. That's true of all professional combat sports. But those are the types of fights that young, promising, rapidly emerging prospects like Nathan Rivera need to face adversity. Strong start to this featherweight fight for Alex Castro. The Chamorro from Guam dropping Rivera in round number 2. But then Rivera recording the knockdown in round number 3. 2 knockdowns to the finish for Nathan Rivera in round number 4. And Chris, he is now 4-0 in BKFC.
Here's another look. There's some hard punch. There's that body shot. That long, straight right hand to the body. We've seen him land that many people. And you can hear that. Just a nice, clean landing of that right hand to the jaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes to an end at 1 minute into round number 4 with our referee in charge, Chris Young, reaching the count of 10. For your winner by KO and still undefeated, Nathan the Reaper Rivera.
All right. Little sportsmanship here. What a fight between these two. Nathan Rivera, here we are, man, once again. And, you know, that was one of your best performances yet because you had to deal with some adversity. You did take the knockdown, but you were able to battle back. You used those body shots. What an incredible fight. How do you feel after this win?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He made all this available and accessible for me. And secondly, Alex is a dog, but that was definitely not a knockdown. That was a slip. But if we want to call it a knockdown, we can call it a knockdown. And third of all, Mr. Feldman, I asked him to check under his seat because there should be an envelope there because I want the United States of America to come to Canada and beat up Robert Deschanel. So whenever you want to see USA storm Canada, that's what we're doing, baby.
Yes, there's that note right there. You said you would knock him out, and you delivered on that. Man, you know, after you took that knockdown, did you feel that urgency like, okay, I got to take this into my hands. I got to put him out. I got to even up the score on the cards?
Yeah, man. I mean, Alex is a dog. He's 10-9 in MMA. I have one MMA fight. He's extremely experienced. But that just goes back to my coaches, Coach Brantley Furr and Reese Watkins, my teammates and my coaches. And that's going to be the first belt that we bring back home to Team Lima, homegrown, is BKFC 45 belt. So, man, with them, they know how to motivate me. They know how to put me where I need to be.
I think we can all agree here in Clearwater, we're all a part of the Rivera era. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight, Nathan the Reaper Rivera.
And the Rivera era continues to grow. Sean, he took a huge step tonight by getting up off the canvas and motivated him. He got even better when that happened. And that's the growth he needs to make it to the next level and become a champion.
Nathan Rivera is disputing that he was knocked down by Alex Castro in round number 2, but ruled as such by Chris Young. But then Nathan Rivera off the canvas, taking over this fight, dropping Castro in round number 3, 2 knockdowns to the KO in round 4. The winner by way of 4th round knockout, Nathan Rivera defeats Alex Castro.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, November 1st, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back with more mind-blowing action. In the co-main event, will the Rivera era continue as the undefeated Nathan the Reaper Rivera throws down with the 4-1 Tommy the Farmer Strydom? In the main event, the intense fan favorite Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez finally steps into the spotlight to face the undefeated man who never takes a step back, Zach Cavender. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink for this bout in the featherweight division. Tommy Strydom versus Corey Roberts.
Everything fairly similar, 1-inch height difference, 2-inch reach advantage. That's not much of an advantage when it comes to this sport, Sean. Tail of the tape very even.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and red. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight, an even 146 pounds. He is undefeated in the squared circle at 1-0. Fighting out of Ithaca, Nebraska, by way of Omaha, Nebraska. Here is Corey, the Pitbull Roberts. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears gold trimmed in black and green. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. His official weight, 145.6 pounds. He also is in possession of an undefeated BKFC record at 2-0. Fighting out of Plainview, Nebraska, by way of Johannesburg, South Africa. Here is the undefeated Tommy, the Farmer Strydom. And our referee in charge of the action, Nick Perez.
Corey Roberts told us, I have to continually be elusive. I cannot get stuck consistently in the clinch and the half-tie plum of Tommy Strydom. Sitting touch of hands, round number 1. Black and gold trunks for Tommy Strydom, black and red trunks for Corey Roberts. Heavy to the inside, short right hands by Strydom. There's the separation from Nick Perez.
And that might be an intimidating fact right there, picking a guy up.
More short right hands on the inside for Strydom. This is exactly where Strydom wants to be. Roberts actually elevated with the underhook. Strydom took him off his feet, right back to it. That's a shovel lead uppercut from Strydom. That was slick. Roberts took that very well, walked through it. Big right hand from Strydom. Roberts off the jab. You see the head movement from Tommy Strydom. Overhand right. There's the duck under. Back into the clinch. And short right hands. Big separation from Nick Behrens. 70 seconds remaining, round number 1. We are at 145 pounds. Roberts, good check left hook on the entry. Strydom on the overhand right. There is his entry. Big shots from the half-tie block. Smart defensive body lock for Roberts. Gets the separation from Behrens.
Roberts looked a little wobbly in that exchange.
Under hard overhook held by Roberts. Roberts is cut outside of his left brow. Straight 1-2. Over the head, that throws the immediate separation from Behrens. Left hook from Strydom. Strydom to the body. Hard left hand. And on the entry, Roberts to the body.
Separate. Watch the head
separation from Nick Behrens, keeping this fight moving. Roberts off the jab. Strydom off the shoulder roll. Beautifully timed left hand. And here comes the mandatory 8 count on the knockdown of Corey Roberts.
So I call that a Patterson hook. That was a fantastic left Patterson hook by Strydom. Landed clean, got the knockdown.
The bell, the end of round 1.
You don't see too many Patterson hooks, but that was fantastic. Different angle right here.
That was taught to Floyd Patterson and Mike Tyson by the great Customato. That explosive roll under left hook.
One of my favorite punches, but you can only do it maybe once or twice around. You can't go to the well too many times. People start to time it. That's what makes it such a good, effective punch. It's so rarely thrown, it throws people off. It works good with head movement. When you use a lot of head movement, you roll under, people just think you're rolling, then all of a sudden that left hook explodes out of nowhere.
One would think 10-8 across the board on the knockdown in favor of Tommy Strydom in round number 1. Round number 2 underway. Tommy Strydom versus Corey Roberts. More big swings. Hard to the inside comes Strydom.
It's not wrestle, guys. It's not wrestle. Knuckle up.
Behrens telling the two fighters it's not wrestle. Clever uppercut and then jab. Strydom coming forward again. More big shots on the left hand. Roberts in all sorts of trouble, trying to run to a better position, and that's ruled a knockdown by Nick Behrens. Roberts' right knee touched the canvas.
6, 7, 8.
We'll see how hard now Tommy Strydom goes for the finish here in round number 2. Sporting touch of hands, right back to it. 70 seconds remaining, round 2. Big right hand, now the left hand.
Roberts is trying to trade punches. He feels like that's his best chance, but he's got to be careful.
Stiff jab, overhand right, landed from Corey Roberts. Roberts definitely has power in the featherweight division, and you're seeing the power on display from the South African base here in Nebraska, Tommy Strydom. In the clinch, Strydom claiming he was punched in the back of the head. Quick separation. Soft warning to Roberts by Behrens for that punch to the back of Strydom's head. Left hand again.
You can tell Roberts trying to rely on that power. Feels like he has a power advantage. He's got to be
on the neck there.
He's got to be careful. When you're in trouble, you can't trade punches.
Big shots on the inside. Hard to the head. Right hand, rear right uppercut. Roberts trying to explode up. Heavy front shoulder pressure from Strydom. Getting late here in round number 2. There's the right hand, clean left hand lands by Strydom.
Stop
right
for me.
To the body from Roberts in the
Separate
clinch.
clean.
Snatches the overhook.
Knuckle up.
The bell. Next stop, round 3.
Strydom just dominating this fight. However, you can see Roberts still has that puncher's chance. He still has power. He's trying to display that, but he has to be very careful. When you're hurt, when your legs are all the way underneath you, you're going to trade with the guy. If you get hit, you're probably getting knocked out. Roberts has complete belief in his power. That's why he continues to go to it. And there's Strydom landing good, powerful shots. But look, Roberts knows he has power. Trying to display that, trying to land that one shot that can turn the tide. When you have great power, you rely on it, and that's what Roberts is doing right now. He knows if he lands one clean punch, the tide can turn quickly, Sean.
Barron's telling both fighters toe the line, sporting touch of hands, round number 3 underway. Heavy feint again from Strydom. He's trying to play off of the jab. Hook from Corey Roberts. On the jab coming forward. To the body. Strydom pulled back the left hook mid-flight. To the body with the 2 goes Roberts. Roberts, straight right hand. Strong sequence from Corey Roberts.
Best start.
Roberts right hand on the turn.
You feel it, Corey Roberts. You get a sense of urgency from Roberts.
Strydom snatching the half tie plug. On the overhook. The turn out by Roberts. Short right hands on the entry from Strydom.
Stop. Separate clean. Break.
Strong start to round number 3, however, from Corey Roberts.
Huge punch advantage for Strydom.
Good pull from Strydom, big swings from Roberts on the underhook. Separation from McBarron. 55 seconds remaining round 3. Big overhand right, left hook. Just ever so slightly, Roberts starting to time his left hook.
Absolutely.
There's no left hook from Strydom.
Strydom starting to look a little bit tired.
Strydom getting heavy on the head to net. That would draw the separation from McBarron's, it does.
Let's not lean on each other, guys.
He's telling both fighters, let's not lean on each other. Under a hook from Corey Roberts. Roberts driving pressure, taking Strydom against the corner cushion.
Knuckle up.
Heavy exhale from Strydom. Big left hand on the entry from Roberts. That has been his most effective punch in this fight, especially in round 3, that left hook from
Separate.
Roberts.
Let's go, guys. A lot of wrestling, a lot of grappling. Knuckle up.
Good right hand. Strydom tried to time that punch. The bell, we move to round 4.
Much better round for Roberts.
That last one, baby. That last one. That's
Strydom starting to look a little tired.
He knows you're here now. You were ready for that last one. You were looking for that angle. Right there, baby. Now. He knows you're here. He's moving like you were. Come on. You got him. He's getting tired. He's windy. You keep going to that body, baby. He's windy. Keep going to that body.
And let's see if there's any kind of urgency in the corner of Strydom, because he's looking a little tired. He cannot stand there and try and trade punches. Roberts still has a lot of pop, a lot of power. Definitely Roberts' best chance is get this knockout. He has to at least get a knockdown if he wants to win this fight.
Tommy Strydom with that beautifully timed left hook, dropping Corey Roberts in round number 1. Strong round 3 for Corey Roberts. He is still very much in this fight. McBarron starts the 4th round. The right hand right back after Strydom landed. Roberts did as well. Bigger swings now from Strydom. Strydom to the canvas. That's really just slip emphatically by McBarron. Good play from either fighter. Right back to it in the pocket. Another right hand. Big right uppercuts landed by Roberts. Roberts trying to pull himself back into this fight. Driving pressure chest to chest.
Stop. Separate.
Strydom still looking very tired in this round. Just doesn't have the pop on his punch anymore.
Roberts walk forward pressure again. There's the right hand. Strydom to the body. Roberts, a look of steely determination on his face.
All right, we're working around to the back. Let's stop. Break it up. Come on, gentlemen.
5 seconds remaining round number 4.
Never a good sign. You put your hands on your knees. Strydom looks extremely tired. He doesn't have the pop we talked about on his punches anymore.
Right hook to the body from Roberts. Roberts left hook to the body. Big right hand from Roberts. Strydom off the jab. Roberts now talking to Strydom, but he takes a double jab. Into the clinch, right to the body from Corey Roberts.
Stop, separate clean. Knuckle up.
Roberts just bringing him on, but you can't keep taking punches.
Off the head, separate. Off the head, out the head.
Guillotine position. Tries the quick break from Nick Barnes. Guillotine without the squeeze. Calling out a head chancery. Overhook now from Corey Roberts.
Stop. Separate. Knuckle.
Nick Barnes, Chris, being put to work now in round number 4. Big left hand from Corey Roberts. Left hand right back from Tommy Strydom. Short right hand. Driving pressure chest to chest against the corner cushion.
Right, getting carried away. Ready?
The bell, we move to the 5th and final round.
So these guys are leaving it all in the ring. These guys are exhausted, but they're still fighting. I thought he thought the fight was over. He thought he was going to go over there and tell his opponent, good fight.
Look, you own him, friend. That was it. You own him. He's getting tired, brother. That was a good round. He's tired. Breathe. Keep your hands up. Come on. Keep your hands up.
Back and forth action.
Breathe. You landed good.
The head snapping back and Strydom. And look, 3 consecutive jabs, and Roberts just waves it on. Doesn't even try to block him.
Chris, as you think about the 3 Nebraska judges' scorecards, and Brian Dunn, each one of the best athletic divisions in the country here in Nebraska.
You backward, he's connected.
Let's presume that it's 2 rounds apiece. We're not saying it is, but just for a moment in this scenario, let's presume that. 2 rounds apiece, but Strydom dropped Roberts in round number 1, so that's 10-8. So that makes the math a little more complex. That makes round number 5 that much more intriguing.
It very well could all come down to this round.
Great fight so far.
Great sportsmanship throughout this fight. Touch of hands. 5th and final round underway. Moving back off the scratch, Tommy Strydom. 4 off the scratch to start round number 5, Corey Roberts. There's that head chancery position by Strydom. There's the separation from Barnes. Strydom coming forward. Double uppercut. Big left hand from Strydom. Strydom into the clinch. Strydom really trying to turn up the temperature here in the 5th and final round. Trying to stretch the half-time point. Strydom very heavy on the head and neck of Roberts.
So when you lean on your opponent right now, you have no idea how tiring that is. Holding the other guy up when you're already tired, it is exhausting just trying to stand back up. Strydom doing a great job of making his opponent carry his weight.
You're grabbing the ropes. You can't grab the ropes. Fine, let's go.
Look right now with Roberts bent over, tired, exhausted.
65 seconds remaining in this fight. Both fighters swinging big, both off the target, almost a whistle position. Separation again from Nick Barnes.
Roberts keep dropping that head and like to say uppercut.
Taking right hand thrown by Strydom. Chest to chest once more.
Stop for me, gentlemen. Right clean. I know you're tired. Knuckle
This
up.
last 45 seconds is huge for this fight.
Big left hand and the right from Roberts.
Stop, gentlemen.
On the underhook. Barnes continuing to keep this fight moving. The fighters seemingly near exhaustion and still fighting on to the full credit of both Tommy Strydom and Corey Roberts.
Strydom has got to keep this right hand up.
We saw again for the 3rd time in round 5, Roberts hands on knees. Into the clinch. On the turn.
10 seconds, let's go.
There's the overhook.
Let's go.
On the separation. Short rights to the body. Right to the head. The bell. That's the end of an outstanding fight.
Amazing, amazing fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a round of applause for these 2 featherweight warriors.
Great job, gentlemen.
After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside scored the fight 48-45, 47-46, and 48-45 to the winner by unanimous decision and still undefeated, Tommy the Farmer Strydom.
All right, I'm here with the Farmer. 3-0 in the BKFC. Tommy Strydom, congratulations. This man would not go away. You were on point. You were landing with big-time power, but he wouldn't go away. Just talk about your opponent. Talk about this war.
First, I want to say, trust Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity. and all the people back home, South Africa, as well, Plainview, Nebraska. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You're like family. And thanks for all the support. This sport is amazing. Phenomenal. I'm born to do this shit.
100% you are. Corey, come in here real quick. Corey Roberts, let's talk about this, man. You are not going away for nothing. You had a heroic performance in here. You didn't get the win, but you showed what BKFC is all about.
Hey, I'm on a 90-day recovery right now, you guys. Just give yourself to God and no blessing. Nothing can phase you tomorrow. I lost tonight, but I still won because I'm clean and sober here today, you guys.
That's a beautiful thing. That's the biggest win of them all. Tommy Strydom, Corey Roberts. Let's go, Omaha.
Amazing performance for both combatants right there. Strydom learned a lot more in that victory than it has in any other victory. This is where he really learned how to fight. What an amazing performance for both guys.
Credit to Corey Roberts pulling himself off of the canvas in round number 1, going all out despite the defeat, and credit to Tommy Strydom fighting through exhaustion, going all out in victory. Phenomenal for both men. The winner by way of unanimous decision, Tommy Strydom defeats Corey Roberts.
Tonight, the storm hits Michigan. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship makes its long-awaited debut as the world's most exciting combat sport is live from Soaring Eagle Casino. In the co-main event, Nathan the Reaper Rivera looks to extend his reign of destruction, staying undefeated in his rise through the BKFC ranks. Standing in his way is Tommy the Farmer Strydom, a battle-hardened brawler who looks to end the Rivera era and elevate himself. Then, in the main event, it's ESTEBAN Mohawk Rodriguez, the hometown hero who clawed his way up from the undercard and looks to make a statement and launch himself into title contention. He toes the line with Cavender, a knockout machine with 2 first-round finishes. No hesitation, no fear, no limits. This is BKFC Fight Night Michigan, live from Soaring Eagle Casino, and it starts right now!
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Fucked Up Energy Drink. Welcome to a brand new battleground for the first time ever. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship invades the Great Lakes State. From the Motor City to the Upper Peninsula, from Detroit grit to Great Lakes glory, this is a night for fighters who refuse to back down. We're inside the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort for Fight Night Michigan. And we kick things off with a preview. These are your tasters. Free samples of what's to come tonight in this fight night. Always big finishes in the preview. Enjoy. It's going to be a good one. Then it's a featherweight matchup with big rankings implications in the co-main event. Nathan Rivera, confident young fighter, unblemished in his record, but an absolute beast when he toes the line. Here to challenge the Rivera era, a man whose last fight was for the featherweight title. He didn't get the win, but that loss has put him on a mission here tonight. In the main event, cruiserweights battled out with the title shot not far in the distance. ESTEBAN Mohawk Rodriguez from right down the road is on a major tear since 2023 and has the BKFC world convinced that he's champion material. But Cavender is happy to come into Mohawk's backyard and knock him out in the first round, just like he has all the rest of his opponents. Let's get it. And welcome inside the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort right here in Michigan, the Saginaw Chippewa Tribal Nation. And folks, what an incredible night we have for you tonight. It is a fight night, which means we're moving things even faster, more action for your buck, and we got the smaller ring. Less surface area equals more action. I call it the Ring of Fire. That is what you got tonight for your battleground. Now listen, every time we come to a new state, we want to dial it up to 11. We want to set the standard high, so expect a fantastic night of fights tonight. Now we are coming off of a high from over there in Rome, Italy. Just last weekend, we were in Rome. As you can see, Nico Gappi coming in and picking up a European title. Then Tomas Melis was able to get the win over Francesco Ricci. And then, folks, Franco Tenaglia punched his ticket to the finals of the Lightweight World Championship Tournament. And Alessio Sakara, in a pure Rocky fight, was able to upend Chris Camozzi. The celebration was on there in Rome, Italy. That was a night to remember. And that was the very first time in Rome, so it's the first time in Michigan tonight. You're going to be able to watch all of that Rome card plus tonight's proceedings right there on the BKFC app. You get it at any app store, stream it to any device. It's $7.99. That is a great deal, especially in this economy, folks. That is a great deal. You need that deal. $7.99 for a full night of fights. I spent $7 on my Starbucks today. You're going to get a full night of fights and all the archives. Incredible stuff. And you're going to get in 2 weeks, Palm Springs, I believe it's was. So you got so much action at your fingertips. It's absolutely incredible. $7.99 to get it right there on the app. Now listen, we're in a brand new state. We have some brand new fighters. We got brand new fans, potential fans. They will be fans after the first fight. So we want to get these fighters out there to you. So let's go ringside to Sean Willock and Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, this main event big cruiserweight main event. We're going to be making some new fans tonight.
Thank you very much, Cyrus. Chris, two natural-born finishers in our main event set for the cruiserweight division. Esteban Rodriguez versus Zach Cavender.
Like you said, Sean, first-round finishers, however, they go about it different ways. Cavender, power in both hands. If he touches you, he hurts you, he puts you down. Rodriguez, he overwhelms you with pressure, wears you down, tires your route, puts a pace that nobody can keep going with. So whoever going to be able to dictate that pace is going to win the fight.
Tonight's fight odds are presented by BetBKFC.com.
Okay, Sean, I'm going to go with what's called a parlay here. I'm going to take Nathan Rivera, and I'm going to parlay that with Lozano. You put those two together, you can make some good coin.
Blackout Coffee presents the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, administered this evening for the Saginaw Chippewa tribe here in Michigan by the Wyoming Commission. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight with the bout in the lightweight division. Perez Boyd versus Ruben Arroyo. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Okay, pretty big differences here, Sean. Boyd with a 5-inch height advantage as well as that 5-inch reach advantage. He wants to stay long, control the range, make Ruben Arroyo pay for trying to get in close to land those power shots.
Ruben Arroyo, set for fight number 3 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. He's 12-2 in his pro MMA career. Arroyo has had one professional boxing bout. Ruben Arroyo told us in our fighter meeting, I want to stay extremely relaxed. I do not want to overthink. I want to utilize smart aggression.
But he wants to jump off very early and push forward. Pick his shots carefully, but he doesn't want to be greedy. When he gets in, land a couple punches, get back out.
Arroyo also told us, I will keep throwing my jab as well as constant 1-2s. I'll land quickly, and then I will exit to move back to range. Arroyo said I have to have smart entries, and I have to have smart exits.
Well, understanding he's going against a taller guy, that means the body should be open. Taller opponent wants to get in, land hard punches to that body. That'll bring the hands down.
Ruben Arroyo told us, I am willing to take the punches of my opponent, Perez Boyd, to work to the inside.
Always a dangerous strategy, Sean. You can't take too many punches. Let's see if that strategy pays off.
This is the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debut for Perez Boyd. Fighting here in his home state, Michigan, the fighter from Detroit has had 4 pro MMA bouts. Boyd told us in our fighter meeting, I want to stay long. Boyd said, I feel extremely confident with my speed from range. I will throw my jab. That is my key punch, and that is with which I will control the distance.
But also needs to utilize that footwork, moving the entire time. Knows his opponent's going to try and come forward, so he will punch backing up. We talked about that earlier. Zach Cavender having the power to knock people out. He claims he does have it too.
Boyd also said, I believe I have massive power in my right hand. I will throw overhand rights, short right hooks. I will fully utilize my reach, but I will have extension with power.
He understands his opponent wants to get inside. When so, he's going to throw that uppercut. If his opponent's still inside, he's going to clinch and earn that break.
Our BKFC debut in Michigan. To get our evening started, we send it to the ring with the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Hello, 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 Michigan! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the most violent, the most brutal, and the most exciting combat sport on planet Earth today. Finally touching down in the great state of Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BKFC Fight Night! We are set for our opening fight of the night, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and white. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. His official weight, 153.8 pounds. Tonight, he toes the line ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of El Paso, Texas, by way of Isleta Pueblo, here is Ruben the Beast Arroyo. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears white. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, an even 155 pounds. He holds an MMA record of 4 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, by way of Mount Clemens, Michigan. Here is P-Dot, the knockout artist, Perez Boy. And our referee in charge of the action, Brian Miner.
Ruben Arroyo told us, my only real concern with my opponent, Perez Boyd, is his reach. Arroyo was emphatic in telling us I cannot allow Boyd to control from the outside. Round number 1, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. We're in the lightweight division, and immediately to the canvas goes Ruben Arroyo. He's in the black trunks, white trunks for Perez Boyd.
First punch landed for Boyd, got the knockdown. He said he had power in both hands. He's out to prove it tonight.
Right back to it from referee Brian Miner. Right back to it from Perez Boyd, knockdown number 2.
He told us in his MMA career, a lot of people try to take him down, and this is why. He's too powerful. Arroyo's hurt. They got to be careful with this fight. Yes!
This fight is over. Welcome to BKFC, Perez Boyd.
And that was a debut. Just what he said he was going to do, get in and land hard punches, prove exactly what a knockout artist he was. And man, did he ever show out. Crisp, clean, powerful. Arroyo had no chance in that fight. Everything he got hit with, he got hurt. You can see right from the beginning, combination, that left hand, right on the button. That left hook landed perfectly. And you can see Arroyo, feet already a little wobbly, legs, turn that chin. I mean, kind of impressed Arroyo got up. He was still a little hurt, and here's the end of the fight. Arroyo just looking for the right time. That right hand, that left hand. Good combination.
Perez Boyd told us in our fighter meeting, I have power in my left hand, I have massive power in my right hand. Chris, he showed massive power in both hands.
And that's what he kept saying, and you never know until we see the fight, Sean. We've seen him fight. I'd like to see him again because, man, that was an impressive display. Arroyo hasn't been treated like that so far, so wow.
Knockdown number 1 for Boyd of Ruben Arroyo on the left hook. Knockdown number 2, the right hand, the left hand. That is the fight. That is the win for Perez Boyd in his BKFC debut. We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Brian Miner, steps in calling a stop to the fight at 31 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by TKO, P-Dot, the knockout artist, Perez Boyd.
And Sean, we always like it when people do what they say in our interviews. He was accurate, he came out, he threw powerful shots, he landed, he had power in both hands, and he ended the night early for us.
Ruben Arroyo told us he wanted to utilize smart aggression. It was pure technical aggression off of scratch from Perez Boyd. The knockdown with the left hook, to his credit, Arroyo. Off the canvas, the left hand, before that, the powerful right hand, and that is the fight. The winner by way of round 1 TKO, Perez Boyd defeats Ruben Arroyo.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, November 15th, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents BKFC 84. In the main event, light heavyweight champ Josh D-Day Dyer puts his world title on the line against the one man he couldn't conquer. After a year-and-a-half layoff, Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt returns. To reclaim the title, he says he never lost. Plus, many other smash-mouth bare knuckle fights. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
And here we are, folks. We are in Michigan here at the Soaring Eagle. BKFC Fight Night Michigan is presented by Bucked Up, Amnesia Vodka Ultra Premium Redefined, Russia, Alp Nicotine Pouches, and Fubo TV. And now, your next Tale of the Tape.
In the cruiserweight division, Junior Hicks versus Aubrey Mendansa. The numbers presented by Amnesia Vodka.
And you can see, Sean, another big discrepancy. Hicks, 6'3" to Mendansa's 5'7", and as well as a significant reach advantage, like 73, pretty big, 68, not that much. It's all about range and reach in this fight. Let's see who's able to control it.
This is the BKFC and professional combative sports debut for Aubrey Mendansa. He was 14-6 as an AMI in MMA. He's also had 2 amateur kickboxing bouts. Mendansa told us in our fighter meeting, I want to stay composed, utilize excellent head movement, excellent footwork while coming forward. And Mendansa said, once I'm in, I am staying in.
Sean, that height, not as tall, he knows how to use it. The one thing I thought was interesting, we talked about his past in the Army, 8 years, combat engineer. I think that definitely shaped him. He seems very quiet and poised, but he seems very focused on what he wants to do tonight.
Mendansa said, I want to work to the inside pocket, but ideally, Mendansa said, I want to be in the mid-range. I feel that I will do my best work there. Heavy hooks, big uppercuts from the mid-range.
Well, he feels like he has the speed advantage. That's going to be what's going to differentiate him and his opponent. Get inside, throw combinations, land when he's on the inside.
This is the BKFC debut for Junior Hicks. He's had 4 pro MMA bouts, 2 in pro boxing, 1 in pro kickboxing. Hicks told us, I am predominantly a counter striker, and this my BKFC debut. Hicks said, I want to establish my distance immediately, combos from range, always off of movement.
Staying long, he understands control of the range is paramount in this. Lots of feints, lots of jabs, and then follows up with the power shots as his opponent comes in.
Hicks is ambidextrous. He told us hard jabs from both stances. Hicks said, I feel that there is no difference with me in southpaw and orthodox. I will switch when I see that there is a positional advantage. Hicks said in both stances, I have to keep moving off of the center line as I believe that my opponent, Aubrey Mendansa, will continually push forward.
Well, he knows his opponent's going to try and get inside. When so, he wants to tie up, clinch, even lean on him, be heavy, wear him down with his size.
Back we go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. 3 2-minute rounds in the cruiserweight division, presented to you by Amnesia Vodka Ultra Premium Redefined. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears red trimmed in black. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. His official weight, an even 187 pounds. Tonight, he toes the line for the very first time. Fighting out of Fort Madison, Iowa, here is Aubrey Merciless Mendansa. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears white. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, 189.6 pounds. He holds a combined combat sports record of 7 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Greenfield, here is Junior, the Joker, Hicks. And our referee in charge of the action, Blake Grice.
Aubrey Mendansa told us, I believe that Junior Hicks will be tentative. I believe he will be hesitant to throw first. Therefore, Mendansa said it's imperative I throw first. First off from scratch with the jab is Junior Hicks. He's in the white trunks, but now forward heavy pressure. There's the takedown in the right hand from Aubrey Mendansa.
Hicks looks a little hurt already.
Big right hand, that's a clean knockdown from Mendansa. You see him in the dark trunks.
And Sean, the guy with the tattoo mama's boy on his chest, I don't think he's getting up.
The count of 10, and just like that, a lightning strike win for Aubrey Mendansa in his BKFC debut.
And Sean, I saw him from the tryouts. I recommended him. I saw he was going to be good at getting in, getting out, ducking under these punches, and boy, did he deliver. He came in and landed some thunderous shots.
That was scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. Chris, we did not even need a minute for Aubrey Mendansa to show his power, his positional dominance. He told us he wanted to work to the inside. He did immediately, and then unloaded with massive shots on Junior Hicks to the finish.
Head movement, throwing power. Didn't even have to land clean. That's the kind of power this guy possesses. Like I said, Sean, I noticed this guy in the tryouts. He looked phenomenal. He had great head movement, great in and out ability. I thought at this weight class, if he can get underneath those punches and land, he's going to do some damage. People talk about reach advantage. I talk about reach advantage. It's only an advantage if you know how to use it. A guy who's very good at utilizing that head movement, that peekaboo style, that Mike Tyson, when they get in and land those powerful shots, it's difficult to deal with.
Aubrey Mendansa had a very good fighter, meaning he had really studied Junior Hicks. Again, he said, I think that Hicks will be tentative to throw. Hicks threw the first punch. It was that jab off of scratch, but then Mendansa swarmed into the inside. The first knockdown ruled as slip by referee Blake Grice. The second knockdown, that was a true knockdown. That was clean. The 10 count from Grice on Hicks. And that's a big win in his BKFC debut, and indeed, pro combat sports debut for Aubrey Mendansa.
Sean, that may have been considered a slip. However, Hicks was hurt from it, so it didn't matter if it's a slip or not. The damage was done. That is what led to the knockout. Right afterwards, Mendansa was able to land that powerful punch, and that's all she wrote.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes to an end at 22 seconds with our referee in charge of the action, Blake Grice, reaching the count of 10 for your winner by KO, Aubrey Merciless Mendansa.
All right, Aubrey Mendansa, congratulations. That is 2 straight knockouts right in a row here in Michigan. We are giving them a show. 22 seconds. How's that feel? First time in the BKFC ring. You got to be feeling amazing right now.
I feel great. I feel great. Yo, I'm trying to get that bonus. Dave Feldman said he's giving bonuses. Let me get that bonus.
I love that, man. We love when people come and fight their asses off, right? That's what he wants you to do. Putting into this ring, putting in the work. Man, how does it feel to actually come out with the victory? How did it feel to actually be inside of this ring and actually throw down your first bare knuckle fight?
It felt great. No words. I can't even put into words how it feels. I just came out and fight. It just felt great. It felt like I'm supposed to be here.
You keep throwing body shots like that, you're going to be in a lot of dubs here in the BKFC. One more time, let's go, Michigan, Aubrey Mendansa.
I mean, Sean, not to pat myself on the back too much, but I did pick this guy from the tryouts. There's the reason. Good body work, great ability to get in, not get hit. I can't wait to see him progress.
Aubrey Mendansa told us, once I am in, I am staying in. Mendansa to the inside, Hicks to the canvas. That was ruled a slip correctly by referee Blake Grice. But then the clean knockdown, the 10 count from Grice on Hicks, and the win just like that for Aubrey Mendansa. Victorious by way of first round KO, Aubrey Mendansa defeats Junior Hicks.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Why settle for average when you can have it all? Step into your local GNC and grab the full lineup. And get bucked up products like pre-workouts, lightly carbonated protein, energy drinks, gummies, and so much more. Every product, every flavor. Whatever your goal, GNC has the fuel. Stock up and get bucked up at GNC nationwide.
To the welterweight division we go. Our tale of the tape is presented by Alp Nicotine Pouches for Paul Schiller versus Casey Moses.
Okay, Sean, this one almost identical. Both guys 5'11", fist size exactly the same, only 1 inch reach difference, nothing different from the tail of the tape here.
This is fight number 2 in BKFC for Casey Moses. He was 15-4 as an amateur in boxing. Moses told us, I'm going to utilize excellent head movement, constant parries in this fight. Moses was emphatic. He said, I want a patient start. I then want to smartly work off of my jab.
Well, he learned from his first fight, Sean. He wants to make sure no more high guard. That doesn't work as well. Utilize parries, elbow blocks, making sure he's much smarter with his defense.
Moses also told us in our fighter meeting, I feel that I will be at my best in this welterweight fight versus Paul Schiller when I am at range. Long straight punches. Moses said, I cannot allow Schiller to pull me into a brawl.
Angle off. He cannot stay right on center line. Move out of the way. Make sure he's fighting smarter, not tougher.
This is the BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut for Paul Schiller. He's had 12 amateur boxing matches, 9 as an AMI in kickboxing. Schiller told us in our fighter meeting, I want to throw very precise straight punches throughout. I will keep doubling and tripling my jab. I want to work into the mid-range, and then I will stay in the mid-range.
He wants to be very explosive. Actually wants to utilize the clinch quite a bit, but he doesn't want to waste energy while he's in there.
Schiller also said very high volume on the inside, be it the mid-range, be it the pocket, be it the clinch. Schiller also told us, I will keep moving as my opponent throws straight punches. Schiller said, I want to be relentless, but I do not want to waste energy.
In doing so, he's going to throw very high volume, which I say a lot of punches versus his opponent.
Once again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for our next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division, presented to you by Alp Nicotine Pouches. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 164.2 pounds. Tonight he toes the line for the second time. Fighting out of Mattoon, Illinois, here is Casey, the Lawless Moses. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and black. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 166.4 pounds. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Kenosha, Wisconsin, here is Paul the Slayer Schiller. This fight scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds, and your referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Casey Moses told us, I will throw overhand lefts and I will throw overhand rights. Round number 1. White trunks for Paul Schiller, black trunks for Casey Moses. Big right hand on the left hand on the inside from Moses. Right back is Schiller, and that's ruled as a knockdown by Andrew Glenn. It was the short left hand getting through from Paul Schiller.
And Schiller just coming with aggressiveness, not even caring what his opponent's doing, is coming with straightforward pressure. Oh!
On the left hand. Big shots to the inside. There's the right hand getting through from Schiller. Counter left hand from Moses. Moses on the right hand.
Schiller just eating these shots, not even caring.
Right hand again from Moses. Moses off the canvas, unloading with huge right shots, and Schiller walking through those punches. Another right hand from Casey Moses.
Schiller better start caring about these shots. He can't just keep coming forward. Or maybe he can, we'll see.
Half-tie plum nearly snatched by Casey Moses. Again, we are scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Right hand on the counter. Big right hand, and we are knocked out of pace, and we are done. The cut from behind win for Casey Moses.
Off the canvas to win, my favorite. That was a knockout. Wow. I mean, Schiller just never tried to play defense. He came forward with complete aggression the entire time. You cannot do that. Eventually, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get laid out. And that was a nasty knockout. Woo!
Schiller told us, ideally, I want to stay in the mid-range. Once I'm in the mid-range, I will be there. He was in the mid-range, Chris, and he was taking massive punches, especially those short right hands from Casey Moses. Moses off the canvas to the one-punch knockout win.
And Sean, I don't know what's going on tonight. We can't even get a minute into a round. These people are coming to fight. They're putting each other out. This is fantastic.
Credit to Paul Schiller for a great start to this welterweight fight, and credit to Casey Moses for a great finish to this welterweight fight.
And it's difficult when a guy's coming at you with that kind of aggression. Eventually, you just have to plant your feet and throw back, and that is exactly what happened when Moses decided, I have to fight this guy. There's nothing else I can do, or he's going to take my head off. He's wide open. All I have to do is land a counter punch. And that's what he did, and he put him down.
Moses told us, I cannot allow Paul Schiller to pull me into a brawl. It wasn't quite a brawl. It was getting very close,
Sean,
though, Chris.
That was a brawl. I mean, when you coming forward with that kind of aggression, as Schiller was, Moses either had to throw back or he just had to take that onslaught. He said, I'm not taking anymore. I got to throw a big punch. He landed a lot of big punches, actually. He landed several hard shots. Schiller took them well until he didn't. So that's what happens in that situation. You can always take them until you can't, and the fight's over.
Well done for Casey Moses off the canvas to record his first win in BKFC. Our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout.
And coming forward, there's that aggressive style. It was that, and that wasn't even the knockout that got him. That's what knocked him back. Ooh. It was that second overhand right. Moses talked about throwing overhand rights and left, and that's what it did, that overhand right, right on the button. That's one of the most powerful punches you can land, that overhand right. And look at it, Moses shooting him down. Bye-bye, kakak. Oh! I don't know if you realize, but Feldman likes knockouts, especially nasty knockouts.
That is a David Feldman type of fight. Paul Schiller dropping Casey Moses, and then Casey Moses dropping and indeed finishing Paul Schiller. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn, steps in, calling a stop to this fight at 57 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by KO, Casey the Lawless Moses.
Congratulations, man. We have not made it out of the first minute yet. We got a good streak going on here in Michigan. What do you think, guys? Congratulations. You got to be feeling amazing about that. You were in a firefight. It was kill or be killed in there.
Yeah. I mean, I had in the back of my head that last fight, 2024 of May, I had a pretty tough barn burner. We made the adjustments. Here we are, baby.
That was a highlight of all highlights right there. You electrified this crowd. One more time, Michigan, show some love for Casey Moses.
In that fight, Casey Moses showed not only he has tenacity, willing to get up, getting off the canvas, but an ability to have a big right hand, and when he lands it, he's going to do damage.
Great start to this fight for Paul Schiller, dropping Casey Moses. Undaunted, Moses off the canvas. He told us his overhand right was one of his key punches. Overhand right to the one punch, come from behind win. Victorious by way of round 1 KO. Casey Moses defeats Paul Schiller.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, November 15th, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, presents BKFC 84. In the main event, light heavyweight champ Josh D-Day Dyer puts his world title on the line against the one man he couldn't conquer. After a year-and-a-half layoff, Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt returns. To reclaim the title, he says he never lost. Plus many other smash-mouth bare knuckle fights. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
And welcome back here at BKFC Fight Night Michigan. We've had 3 straight knockouts under a minute in every one of them. Co-main event, that is Nathan the Reaper Rivera. The Rivera era continues here in Michigan. And you got your QR code right there on the screen. Scan it, get the app. You do not want to miss this show. All these knockouts, baby, let's go. And now that's his opponent tonight, former #1 contender straight out of South Africa. He showed up just 2 days ago. Tommy the Farmer Strydom, an absolute beast of a fighter. Excited to have that South Africaner back here. That's right, scan the QR code. Don't miss 1 minute of it tonight. BKFC Fight Night Michigan. And now, let's go to your next tale of the tape.
The numbers presented by Rasha for this bout at 185 pounds. ERICK Westberry versus OLEG Makayv.
Fairly similar for this one. Makayv does have a slight 3-inch height advantage, but only a 1-inch reach advantage, which kind of negates the height advantage in my opinion.
The Russian, now based in Indiana, OLEG Makayv. Set for his BKFC debut. Makayv 3-1 in his pro MMA career. Makayv told us in our fighter meeting, I will be aggressive from the outside, full extension on my jab, and I am focused on throwing punches to the head of my opponent, ERICK Westberry, not to his body.
And Sean, I'm not sure what it is about all these Eastern Bloc Russian fighters, but they're just tough. They're mentally tough. I think it's from their upbringing. But they come to fight, I feel like they're very disciplined when they come out and fight. Nothing wild, just very smart, sound fighting ability.
Makayv also told us from the outside, I will continually lean back and then I will explode forward.
Feels like switching stances. He will use his jab, like I said, very smart, but he feels like he's gonna get the KO. Totally believes in his ability to land those knockout punches.
This is fight #1 in BKFC for ERICK Westberry, the American from Washington, D.C. This is also Westberry's pro combat sports debut. Westberry 2-0 in amateur boxing and 1-0 in amateur bare knuckle. For the uninitiated, a few athletic commissions, including Florida, my home state of Kansas, allow amateur bare knuckle. That's 6 or 7, depending on the state commission, ounce MMA gloves. Bare knuckle rules, 3 90-second rounds. Westberry told us in our fighter meeting he felt that was a great initiation now into his BKFC debut.
On this guy, a lot of trials and tribulations. He came to a tryout a few years ago. We picked him to fight. He realized he mentally wasn't in the right place, and that's very big for a guy to understand. You have to be totally in and understand what you're getting into in this sport. He wasn't ready. He took a step back. dealt with all kinds of issues in his life, and now he's ready to go. That's impressive to me that he can understand that, and he's here to fight.
Westbury also told us, I will showcase my speed, I will showcase excellent footwork, and I will show accuracy with my jab.
Wants to get into the mid-range, wants a pocket fight, believes in his ability to get in and land powerful shots.
Again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Presented to you by Russia, the official recovery and performance partner of BKFC. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black and silver. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, an even 186 pounds. His MMA record stands at 3 victories opposite a single defeat. And tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Ossetia, Russia, here is OLEG Makayv. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears blue. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 181.8 pounds. Tonight, he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Here is ERICK, Brother Vibe, Westberry. This fight scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds, and your referee in charge of the action, Brian Miner.
Oleg Makayv told us, hard right hooks, active combinations, and I have to always, quote, keep a cool head. Brian Miner bringing both fighters up to scratch, sporting touch of hands. The bell, round number 1. Fast start off from scratch for the Russian, now based in Indiana, Oleg Makayv. Blue trunks for the American from Washington, D.C., ERICK Westberry. And ruled a knockdown. You see the mandatory 8 now, given to Westberry by Brian Miner. Makayv to the mid-range. You see the in and out movement off the jab. There's a short right hand, another right hand. Counter right, then the left hand. Westberry continuing to throw.
These guys are coming to fight. They're trying to get the knockout of the night. They're winging punches, Sean.
And the underhook turn from Makayv on the reset. Makayv stepping into the gap as Westberry pulled back the right hand. And that is ruled as a slip by Brian Miner.
That should be a lateral drop, Sean. That wasn't a slip.
That is a hard warning and referee speak.
But that was
Miner calling time.
That was a message sent by the Russian. I'm stronger than you. I'm going to hurt you.
On the left hand, there's the underhook to the canvas goes Westberry. Ruled a slip by Brian Miner again. Not as much torque on that underhook throw that time from Makayv. 55 seconds remaining round 1, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division.
These guys are going for knockouts, Sean. I love it.
Left to the body from Makayv. Against the ropes to the canvas and knockdown number 2. 6.
Westberry is hurt. He might want to get on his bike, move around, try and make it to the second round. If he gets hit another time, he might be done.
Westberry on his back foot, Makayv on his front foot. Now 25 seconds remaining round 1. Left hand from Oleg Makayv. Defensive clinch initiated from ERICK Westberry.
Westberry is doing a good job of when he gets clipped, he grabs his opponent and doesn't let him get knocked out.
From the mid-range, swing and a miss from Westberry. Big left hand through from Makayv. Again, a slip is ruled by Brian Miner.
Westberry's been on the canvas probably 6 times. He's doing a good job of continuing to fight. This is an exhausting round.
Closing seconds, round number 1. 2 knockdowns recorded by Oleg Makayv here in round number 1. Next stop, round 2.
Very tough round for Westberry. He's made it through the first one. Now let's see if he can relax, slow this pace down a little bit, because Makayv is just coming in and throwing bombs. Here's the first knockdown when the first punch is landed. Well, I don't really, they counted that a knockdown. I'm not sure if I saw the punch, Sean. Looked like a few misses. But now that was a good punch landed, but it was really almost Westberry throwing himself off balance was what caused that, I think. But a punch was landed, so I can see that one.
Officially, 2 knockdowns ruled by referee Brian Miner in round number 1. Both recorded by Oleg Makayv.
but it was more that exhausting pace. They were throwing with full power, both guys. Look at Westberry, looks exhausted, but you can just see the heart this guy possesses. He wants to win this fight so bad. Let's see if he can regroup and come back stronger in the second round.
First up to scratch to start round number 2. ERICK Westberry, Oleg Makayv. Before he gets to scratch, medical timeout called by Brian Miner. First appearance of the night from the great Chief Medical Officer of BKFC, Dr. Don Mutsi, MD. Clearance from Dr. Mutsi.
This is if Westberry can land that overhand right, that right hook.
Round 2.
He's just waiting.
Big left hand, another left hand. Long straight punches into the canvas goes ERICK Westberry, and that is ruled as a slip by Miner.
Oh.
This fight is over, and the victory for Oleg Makayv.
And that might have been ruled a slip, but he was hit early, and that's what caused the damage. I mean, he made a great showing for himself as far as showing heart. He was on the canvas 5 or 6 times in that first round. Just a tough fight, tough first battle in the BKFC. But I mean, what a fight. Those guys came, they brought it. That's all we ask in the sport, is you bring it in that manner. Makayv, man, he looks like he's someone who could be tough to deal with. And just wait for the right time, throwing that straight left. Just good, powerful punches coming forward the entire time. Look, just ready, loading up. That punch landed. That punch landed. Just kept coming with forward pressure. And you could say correctly ruled a slip. However, I think it was all the damage from that first round. That was just too much for him to overcome.
The ending sequence of round number 2, Brian Miner ruled that as a slip, but then excellent refereeing from Miner. He started talking to ERICK Westberry. Miner could feel and indeed tell that Westberry did not want to continue, or at least that Miner felt that Westberry could not safely continue. Even though it was a slip, a referee can stop a fight at any moment. And that's what Miner did, and that is a really impressive BKFC debut for the Russian, now based in your home state of Indiana, Chris, Oleg Makayv.
And Sean, when you see that a guy really doesn't want to be out there, you have to stop that fight, because this isn't the kind of sport you can do half-assed. This isn't tennis, this isn't golf. If you don't want to be there, you're going to get hurt.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Referee in charge of the action, Brian Miner, steps in calling a stop to this fight at 13 seconds, round number 2. For your winner by TKO, Oleg Makayv!
All right, Oleg, congratulations on the victory. You had a very tough opponent. He kept on getting back up over and over again. Were you wondering, what do I got to do to this guy?
First of all, I want to say thank you, Eric. Thank you so much for this fight. He's a very good guy. We talked with him before fight too. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here today.
Listen, you have your first fight under your belt now. You have your first victory. What do you feel like your future is like here in BKFC? How high can you go here in the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship?
Honestly, when I came to US, I missed this feeling, fight with bare knuckles. In Russia, I fight almost every day. So I like it. Only championship.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, if you keep fighting like that, you're going to go to the top. One time, make some noise for Oleg Makayv.
Yeah, Makayv shows he has, just like a lot of the other people from where he's from, just that hard-nosed toughness, good straight boxing skills, and some ability to do well in this sport.
Oleg Makayv told us full extension on my jab. He had full extension on his jab. He had full extension on literally every straight punch that he threw from deep mid-range. Oleg Makayv on point. Officially 2 knockdowns of ERICK Westberry in round number 1. Credit to Westberry, he showed his toughness, he showed his character, and full credit to Oleg Makayv. Accuracy, technique, and power to the finish. The winner by way of second round TKO, OLEG Makayv defeats ERICK Westberry.
And here we are, the main event tonight. That man, Esteban Mohawk Rodriguez. He is right here at home. One half of the main event, big cruiserweight main event here at Fight Night Michigan. You certainly don't want to miss this one, so you want to scan that QR code now. Get the BKFC app, get locked in, because you know the Mohawk is bringing the heat. One of the most popular fighters in the BKFC right now. The guy's all emotion. Incredible fighter, and he sees a title shot in his future. But you got Zach Cavender, and what can you say about Cavender? He gets the job done. He is a round one killer. He's a knockout artist, and he doesn't care where he's fighting. He is going to pick up the victory. Cavender has all of the ingredients, has all the attributes to be an absolute champion here, folks. And this is it for the preview. You know, this is where we need you guys to scan that QR code.
All the way live from Satellite 5, pure chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
Yeah, man, I'll beat the out of him. I think it'd be 500.
Fade to black.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to. Saturday, November 15th, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents BKFC 84. In the main event, light heavyweight champ Josh D-Day Dyer puts his world title on the line against the one man he couldn't conquer. After a year-and-a-half layoff, Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt returns. To reclaim the title, he says he never lost. Plus, many other smash-mouth bare knuckle fights. Don't miss the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
In the light heavyweight division, TERRYL Johnson versus David Sanchez. Our tale of the tape is presented by Ball Boys.
Very similar in most aspects. 5'11" and 6 foot, inch reach advantage for Sanchez. Looks like Johnson might have missed weight by a few pounds. Let's see if that can be the difference. Maybe not having a great training camp. I'm not sure.